Once upon a time, many years ago, there was a long and terrible war.
Hold fast! We must stand and fight! Finish him! Go on, just as you were trained.
Dreaming about the war. The War of Kings. Must be my choice of reading material.
Prepare to make port!
When the war finally ended, the people of the world made a solemn pact never to fight again. The world was divided into 7 realms, and peace reigned for 1,000 years.
Hey!
Better late than never.
So you guessed I was napping, eh? You know me too well.
Honestly, how did I come to have such a lazy bones for a cousin?
Cousin? You never told me you two were related.
For our sins. So, how did you two meet?
Oh, we got talking one day at the academy.
I'm Helix. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Wait, have we met someone before?
Huh?
So, how's everyone back home in Tunisia?
Oh, they're fine. Though I hate to say it. You look like you're doing pretty well yourself.
Can't complain.
Almost forgot. Here, a little present from everyone. You've been in harbour for a year now. We thought you might be pining for a taste of home.
You can say that again. This little beauty's going in a stew.
Either way, how are you enjoying life here in the big city? This is the famous cathedral. It's incredible. The pictures really don't do it justice. Should ever wicked war resume, a dragon shall the sun consume, and sibling souls be born as once before. But till the land be steeped in blood, may sovereign twins, however good, ne'er hope to rule in peace forevermore. Right? Isn't that how the prophecy goes?
Yeah, not that I have a clue what it means. Maybe something like, don't you dare fight each other again! That's my best guess anyway.
Will you stop waving that thing around? I see you're every bit as reckless as ever.
And I see you're every bit as scared of a little fun.
Me?
Right, that's enough sightseeing for one day. Time to hit the barracks.
What? Hey, wait! Wait for me! Not bad. It's even got a little backyard. Well, I say little, but it's big enough to swing a sword in. Which reminds me, I never asked you how your studies have been going. You're top of the class, I suppose?
Of course I am. I'm the best swordsman in the academy by miles.
Oh, is that so?
Here. If you don't believe me, I'll be happy to show you. Quick spar while the pot boils?
You're on. But I won't be holding back. I hope you're ready. Things are about to get serious. You're certainly better than you used to be.
You're not too bad yourself.
Very good. You two recruits certainly know one end of a sword from the other. Bravo, bravo!
Must be stewed to perfection by now. Shall we dig in?
Let's.
Smells just like home. Here you go.
Thanks very much. Well then, here's to a delicious reunion dinner. It's good to see you.
And you. Huh? What was that? An explosion?
What's going on?
It's the Tunisians! The Tunisians are attacking!
Huh? Did he just say Tunisians?
Yeah.
Hurry! Everyone inside! Quickly! Archers, loose!
It's a wall! A real live wall!
How can this be happening? War's forbidden in the Seven Realms. We're not allowed to fight. And anyway, Harbour and Tunisia are supposed to be
There's
allies.
no time to worry about that now. These people are in danger. Let's do what we were trained to do.
You're right.
Yeah, that looks like the last of them.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size? On your feet, you two. This is no time to be lying around. You want to save Harbour, don't you? Let's show this lump that bigger isn't always better.
Quickly, everyone! Inside the gates! Come on! Wait, that's...
But why was he?
So he means to make us barge our way in, and we can't hide forever. Oh, noble king. Sooner or later, justice will be done. Fall back!
That was... Cesar, wasn't it?
Yes, no doubt about it. If the prince himself was leading the attack, then something terrible must have happened. Oh,
Not bad at all. You two did well out there
thanks to
today.
you. If you hadn't stepped in when you did, well,
Who are you, anyway? You're not from around these parts, that's for certain.
Honestly, you can't just go asking who she is like that. You haven't even introduced yourself yet.
You're right. We haven't made our introductions, have we? But I fear that we'll have to wait. It looks like these gentlemen are keen to have a little word with us first.
The full circumstances have yet to be established, but it has been confirmed beyond doubt that the Tunisians were indeed behind this attack. The question of why, however, is...
What does it matter why? We were attacked without warning or provocation. Firm and decisive retaliation is the only possible response.
But your majesty, to do so would be to abandon 1,000 years of peace and risk the fulfillment of the prophecy.
1,000 pardons, your majesty. If you'll forgive the intrusion, we bring the warriors who repelled the Tunisians, as per your command.
Ah, so it was you who delivered the citizens of Harbour from peril. You have my heartfelt thanks.
Ah, don't mention it, big man. All in a day's work for the likes of us.
Seriously? That's the king you're talking to, you idiot.
And who exactly are you, might I ask?
Oh, I'm just... sorry. I'm a student here in Harbour. I came from Tunisia to study at the academy. And this is my cousin. She just got here from Tunisia today. She's
What
come
did
for
you
a
say?
visit.
You mean to tell us that Tunisian citizens were present in the capital prior to the assault? Of all. Admit it. You are agents of the enemy, sent here to lay the groundwork for this cowardly attack.
That's not true. We just heard a commotion and came running. We were only trying to help.
Enough of your lies. Do you take us for fools?
That's enough. Think a moment. Why would spies sent by Tunisia fight against their own army? It doesn't make sense. These are not spies. They are heroes. I will gladly vouch for them.
And who are you, exactly?
Forgive my rudeness. I am Desdemona, envoy of the High King of Accordia. I come at the behest of his radiance himself. Your Majesty, my master, long may he reign, bade me make haste to harbour the moment Dunisian forces were observed crossing the border. My orders are simple. Do everything in my power to support you in preventing the ravages of war from blighting these lands again.
Is that so? We Harbans have no desire to take up arms against Tunisia. We are more inclined to seek counsel with our former allies and find a means of restoring peace. These hostilities must not continue. To this end, we hereby call upon the aid of the High King. We humbly request that he act as intermediary between us and the people of Tunisia.
Very good, Your Majesty. I will return to Accordia right away. Your words will greatly please his radiance.
Wait! You have to let me come with you. I can't just stand by and do nothing while Tunisia and Harbour tear each other apart.
Me neither. I'm coming too.
Well, Your Majesty, do we have your blessing?
Very well, Lady Desdemona. Your two young friends may accompany you on your mission.
My thanks.
Your Majesty, I solemnly swear we'll do everything in our power to...
Right, now we're talking! Leave it to us, big man. We'll get the High King to help even if I have to twist his arm off.
I too shall accompany these brave warriors, Your Majesty.
Stop it!
Huh?
Will you two be serious for just 1 second?
Go safely now.
Yes, Your Majesty.
This is the final stretch of the road to Accordia. Not far now.
I can't wait. I've always wanted to visit. Pinnacle of Peace, here we come.
So that's the famous tower. It's tall, all right. It'll probably take days to get all the way to the top.
Seriously? You're planning on climbing it?
Yeah!
What is it?
Something's coming this way. Through the trees.
Are you all right?
Well, I've not the first clue who yous are, but you couldn't have come at a better time. Back I'm in a queer old pickle, so I am.
You're in a what now?
I see. Seems you've picked up some unwanted admirers.
Seems I have, right enough.
Well, only one thing for it then. Let's give him the old brush off. Yeah, and don't come back.
That looks like the last of them.
Sure, and I've not the words to thank yous all. If I'd have been on me lonesome, I'd have been Benjax for certain.
So tell us, Pickles, who are you anyway? What's all that rubbish on your back?
But gotta forgive me, Menel's cut-sheet as I am. Tourniquet to Loon's the name. Humble weapon merchant of Endertown. Yeah.
Endor. That's not a place I've been to, or heard of.
I've never heard of it either.
So you'd never heard of it at all at all. I'm starting to think my little hunch might be right. I've only gone and wandered into another blessed world. Too busy seeking out that legendary weapon to notice, so I was.
When you say another world, you mean this one, right? So the place that you're from is somewhere completely different, is it?
Sure, 'tis the only explanation I can think of. I love a good old adventure, see, and there's not a patch of grass in the whole wide world I've not trodden me foot upon. And yet here I find myself in fields of an altogether unfamiliar green. I was rooting around for a way back home in yonder woods when you lads there took a shine to me, little devils.
Simple as that, eh? You ran into them and they ran after you.
Wait a minute, though. If you don't know how you ended up here in the first place, you probably don't know how to get back to your own world either, right?
No.
It's Tornico, correct?
Aye.
If I might make a suggestion, why not come with us to Accordia and see the High King?
Huh?
His Radiance is one of the wisest men alive. Who knows? He may even be able to tell you how to get back to your world. And besides, Accordia is where all the best and rarest goods in the world change hands. You might even find your legendary weapon there.
Yeah, she's right. You're coming with us, Pickles.
Indeed. Journey with us, good sir.
You two, his name is not Pickles, it's Tornico. You can't just bully him into coming, he can decide for himself. Seriously, though, you should come with us. We can't just leave you stranded here.
Oh, how's that for luck, eh? Landed square in the lap of the strongest, noblest, kindest band of heroes in this whole new world. How could I possibly find it in me heart to refuse? I'd gladly tag along with yous.
Your Radiance, it is I, Desdemona. I returned from harbour as quickly as I was able. I bring grave tidings. If you will permit me to make a full report.
You serve me as impeccably as ever. Come, lift up your face, child.
Sire.
It would appear that you have not returned alone.
Indeed, sire. These two brave young warriors aided me greatly in my mission.
I'm glad you found support in some quarters, and yet it is plain that the Tunisians could not be persuaded from the path of aggression.
Alas not. With the help of my companions here, I was able to turn back their advance at the inner gate. But the Tunisians seem determined to press their advantage. It is only a matter of time, I fear, before they renew their assault. Your Radiance. The King of Harbour, distraught at what has befallen his people, has expressed a strong desire to negotiate a peace. Accordingly, he asks that I relay to you his dearest wish. He humbly begs you to intervene as supreme sovereign of the Seven Realms and seek a resolution without further bloodshed.
And what of our young Harbin friends? What would they have me do? Do you, like your ever-noble king, wish to make peace with Tunisia? Or do you perhaps seek vengeance instead? Answer truthfully now.
We want peace. We want the war with Tunisia to end. But
We're not Harbins. We're Tunisians born and raised. Well, the Harbins have been good to us. To me. So we don't want anyone hurting anyone else. Not Harbins, not Tunisians, no one.
So we want the war to end. And we do anything to stop it.
The children of Tunisia standing up for their Harbin cousins. How chivalrous. I do love a spot of selfless heroism. The events of these past days have come perilously close to upsetting the balance of our world. But fear not. I hereby swear, as supreme sovereign of the Seven Realms, to do all in my power to prevent that direst of prophecies from coming true. However, before we set about bringing this war to an end, we will first need to understand its causes.
Causes? You wish me to uncover the Tunisians' motive, their reason for attacking.
I do.
I will leave for Tunisia right away, and believe me, sire, the truth behind their war-making will not elude me.
I'm coming with you.
Me too. If anyone can talk some sense into Cesar, it's us.
Yes, your fates and those of the warring kingdoms are already intertwined. I suspect that you may indeed be of use. You have my blessing.
Yes! We won't let you down, Your Radiance. Just you wait. You're going to be so glad you sent us. We'll peer into Cesar's ear hole and find out what's going on in his thick head.
Honestly,
Huh?
that's the most important man in the world. When you speak to him, show some flipping respect.
Very well. Set forth without delay. The seeds of war shall not be suffered to take root in our world once more.
Hey! Look, that's...
There's no mistaking it. That's the Tunisian standard. They're headed for harbour.
No, look there! The poor Chislets are in trouble.
Oh, Maribel, are you okay? You can see perfectly well that I'm fine. Just what do these idiots want with us anyway? They've certainly got a funny way of making friends. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Maybe find some food? Oh, will you forget about your stupid stomach for 1 minute?
Oh! What are they doing? That's half the Tunisian army down there. Why would 2 little kids try to take
Never
them
mind the
on?
who's and whys. They're about to get made into monster food. Oi! Hold on, we're coming to get you!
Hold on! Oh, you can't just go charging in alone. That's basic tactics.
You're right, of course. We'd better get after them. If my suspicions are correct, this is only the Tunisian vanguard. We need to get those 2 out of there before the rest of the army arrives.
Good point.
Oh, way! That's that lot sent packing. Honestly, some people just don't know when to give up.
Huh? What is it now?
But it can't be. What are the Harbins doing here?
Your Majesty!
Whoa! Well, well, look who it is.
Your Majesty, might I ask what you're doing here? You stand on Tunisian soil, and with an army no less.
I regret that my hand was forced. We received word that they were preparing to mount another assault. As King of Harbour, I cannot stand idly by while my lands and my subjects are attacked. That is why I and all my men have crossed the border. We will drive back the tide of marauders ere it reaches us. If they mean to take my head, let them try. But let it be on the battlefield, and not in my people's home.
But where will it all end? What if Tunisia and Harbour keep on fighting to...
Can one of you lot please tell me what you're all blathering on about? Where exactly are we, and what exactly is going on?
I'm sorry, sweetie. Let's see.
Sweetie, do you mind not talking to me like a 3-year-old? I do have a name, you know. I am Maribel, and this flea-ridden little midget is Ruff.
Gotcha! Will you stop charging off on your own like that?
Cesar!
Well, look who it is.
What's going on, Cesar? Why are you attacking the Harbins?
It's been a while, eh, Your Highness? Seriously, did no one ever tell you about barging into places uninvited?
What business is it of yours? 4 more years of training, and still you lack the discipline to stay out of others' affairs. I'd hoped you might have learned by now when your presence was neither valued nor wanted. Alas, you're the same thoughtless child as ever.
Yeah? And if I'm thoughtless, then what are you? Or have you forgotten all the stupid things I've seen you do? Prince Poutalot.
How terribly sophisticated you've become. Why?
Stop it! Both of you! Is this really the time or the place for your bickering? In case you've forgotten, we came here to try and talk Cesar around.
Talk me round. Am I to take this to mean you have turned your coats and sided with the Harbins? You will regret that. Justice will be done. And those who betray our realm will suffer the judgment of steel!
Your Highness, please, you have to listen to reason.
Your friend is in no mood to listen. We have no choice. And we'll be needing your help if this is going to end well.
Same old Cesar. Once he gets that look in his eye, there's no talking to him.
You're right. We never could get through to him when he was like this.
We sure couldn't. He's clearly got some stupid idea in his head, and we're just gonna have to beat it out of him. Let's go!
So here he is. The noble king who stabbed my father in the back.
That will be quite enough for now, Prince Cesar. Are we to understand that your attack on Harbor was in answer to some wrong committed against your father, the honored king of Tunisia? Well,
Yes, your radiance. And I make no apology. The Harbins must pay for their crime. This man, their king, this faithless worm, murdered my father in cold blood.
You say that you believe I would...
I see that you mean to prolong this shameless charade. But I know the truth of your betrayal. 10 days ago, on the night of his death, I saw you, slithering from his chambers like the snake you are. So you see, when we found this beside his body, it came as no surprise. Tell me, do you deny it now? Do you deny that this is a feather from your magnificent crown?
But I did not. I would not kill your father. I swear it.
You dare lie so brazenly to my face! You who claim to be a leader of men!
silence!
Oh,
Prince Cesar, if I understand you correctly, it was 10 days ago that your honored father met his unfortunate end?
Indeed. Exactly 10 days this evening.
If that is indeed the case, I can confirm that our friend the King of Harbor cannot possibly be the culprit.
What do you mean?
Why, that very evening, a feast was held to celebrate the founding of Harbor. The king here was kind enough to welcome me as a guest, and he did me the inestimable honor of remaining by my side throughout. I doubt that even the most cunning of murderers could have stolen away from me, traveled to Tunisia, committed such a crime, and returned unmissed. So, you see, the vengeance you crave is not to be found in Harbor. I suspect that rather than it having been the true king of Harbor you saw, it was another, one bent on seeing him take the blame for this most despicable of deeds.
You mean that I have been deceived? That his murderer was... Well, that makes me quite the fool. Quite the gullible fool indeed. Led a merry dance by my enemies and into all-out war, no less. I take full responsibility for my actions. Your radiance. My life is forfeit.
Hold on a minute! Cesar! How exactly is you getting your stupid head cut off going to solve anything?
He's right. And besides, how can you bear to not find out? Don't you want to know who's really behind all this?
Hey, come with us. We'll find the real murderer together.
Your radiance. Our young friends are correct. The prince must not be punished. What will it benefit us? It cannot bring back that which has been lost. Better that he live, that he seek out and apprehend his father's killer. That he help eliminate the source of that which led him down the path of war.
But sire...
Prince Cesar, let us seek out your father's killer together. There are those who clearly care about you deeply. Do this for them, if not for yourself.
My lord.
Not so big and scary now, are you?
Spare me, please. Must you shout about everything?
Hey?
Would it not behoove you to be a little more graceful in victory?
Oh, graceful in victory, eh? Maybe. But it might behoove you to stop trying to be so superior and celebrate. I know you want to.
You don't know the first thing about me, little boy. We grown-ups know that keeping a cool head is the true mark of manhood.
Stop it! You can argue about who's the biggest show-off later. We need to get moving.
What she said. The longer we hang around in this horrible, smelly place, the more likely we are to... Really? What is it now?
There's something coming towards us. Uh-oh, we must have called some of his friends.
They're here.
None of your heads flew off when we hit you. These skinny little runts must be tougher than they look. Huh, Terry?
Huh. They better be. I want to have some fun before we finish this.
What's going on? You two are human, aren't you?
You bet we are! Still, that don't mean we ain't taking sides with our scaly pal here and everything like that. If you're gonna hurt our buddies, then we're gonna hurt you. Come get some!
You know, I'm almost impressed. Now come here.
You maggots have got guts. All right, time out, time out. I think we've seen enough.
Hey, what are you doing? Can't you see I'm just getting warmed up?
Ah, come on, bud. I said we've seen enough, and we have. You and me both know these ain't the ones we're looking for.
Huh, I guess they're not.
The ones you're looking for. That'd be the people who hurt your monster friends, right? So, what exactly's been going on?
It's kind of a long story, but old Scaly Green here, he tells us a bunch of his monster pals have just up and disappeared.
And where did they go?
Well, that there's the weird part. Ain't nobody in these woods knows nothing about it. Thing is, according to our buddy, some human was snooping around just before. So we figured, maybe it was this human. Maybe they were behind the case of the quitting critters. And that's why...
Why they thought we were up to no good. It all makes sense now.
So we look like monster kidnappers to you, do we? Well, that's charming.
Don't take it personal, little lady. We're sorrier and sorry, and then some.
But what's the story with you and the monsters? How come they didn't attack you in the first place?
What do you mean? They attacked us good when we first got here. And Terry, that's this guy. Him and me, we showed him who's boss. But then the monsters, don't ask me why, they kind of took a liking to old Terry here. Then I guess I kind of took a liking to the little guys too. So we thought maybe we'd stick around, spend a little quality time with our new buddies.
Wow, that's quite a story. The monsters in these woods have a reputation for being all but untamable.
It's always been that way. Monsters get along with me better than most. But never mind that. Want to tell us where we are? This isn't our world, that much I'm sure of.
Say what? You serious?
Uh-huh. We are near the border of the Kingdom of Ingenia. I take it that you have never heard of such a place.
Ingenia. Nope, can't say as I have. Now you mention it, ever since we arrived in these woods, I don't know why, but I've been finding it kind of hard to get me
That
bearings.
sounds like the exact same thing that happened to Tornico and the others.
So, we've got 2 more visitors from other worlds on our hands, eh?
Just as I thought.
I ain't too sure I get this whole thing, but you're saying we're kind of stranded here. And some of the guys in your little posse, they're stranded here too, or something like that?
Yes, that's it.
Well then, you better let us tag along for the ride. Can't stay holed up here in the forest forever, huh? And besides, you guys must know a thing or two about this world. The monsters who went AWOL, the place they went AWOL to. You can help us figure it all out, huh, Terry?
Sure, why not? We'll be better off with people from this world to show us around. Maybe we found them for a reason.
And you'll be doing us a favor coming along too. Things have been far from peaceful lately. The more of us there are, the merrier.
You got yourselves a deal. All right, let's saddle up and ship out. Oh, I'm Carver, and you already know Terry. Nice meeting y'all. This guy's gonna be pretty sore at us for leaving him on his lonesome. Better skedaddle before he wakes up. Hey.
Wow, look at all this weird stuff. Is that thing powered by magic or something?
Probably. Ingenia's famous for its magical inventions, after all.
Indeed. Spellcraft runs in these people's veins. The Ingenian royal family have been powerful sorcerers for generations.
Oh.
Their reputation brought wizards here from all over the world, and the city has been a hive of enchanters ever since.
A whole city full of wizards, huh? That could spell trouble, if you know what I mean.
Don't worry, it's not like we came here looking for a fight or anything. Should be plain sailing. That is, unless our cool, calm, and collected friend here decides to try and do the talking for us.
You have nothing to fear on that front. If my father's killer is to be found here, I will raze this city to the ground. There will not be a single wizard left to worry us.
Mind your tongue, Cesar. If that was a joke, it was in poor taste. We're almost on the doorstep of the palace. What do you think an Ingenian soldier would do if he heard you?
Okay, what's going on?
Nothing good. Seems like Ingenian soldiers have excellent hearing.
Let us go! I order you to release us!
Straight through the city gates and into a prison cell, eh? Well, I suppose you can't always expect a warm welcome.
I know you want revenge and everything, Cesar, but do you have to go shouting about it on every street corner? Whatever happened to being a cool-headed grown-up, eh?
I'm trying to remain calm, believe me.
Huh?
Really? Your bickering's already got us locked up. Take the hint and shut it, will you?
Well, now, I was just after thinking this whole thing's a little fishy, so do you really think it's on account of just a few loose words that we're all locked up down here?
Yeah, it does all seem a bit much.
Those soldiers who brought us in. They could be wrong, but I get the feeling they've been following us for a while. Ever since we reached the city, in fact. I don't think it was your big mouth that put us here. I think they were expecting us.
Really? So does that mean they think we've done something bad or something?
I guess so. But what could be bad enough to make them lock us up like this?
The Queen will have the answers. We need to speak to her. She'll help us solve this little mystery.
Shh! You lot! Someone coming this way!
There you all are.
Mina, girl! Mina! Mina, is it really you?
Why, Dornico. So you are down here after all, just as the cards predicted.
Sure, I'm here. And I'm only gonna got myself locked up again. Seems we've rubbed the Queen up the wrong way. I've a knack with these royal ladies.
Tell me, dear friend, have you by any chance seen my sister? If the fates are to be believed, she is somewhere in this city too.
Have we seen young Maya, you ask? Oh, I'd love to say yes, my girl, but we've seen precious little but the inside of this here cell since we landed in town. One thing's for certain, though. You'll not be finding her down here.
That's a shame. And after I went to the trouble of stealing the keys and everything.
Hey, Tonica, are you two old friends?
Ah, sure, I'd forget me head if it wasn't screwed on. This here's me old pal Mina. We did a little adventuring together back in our own world, so we did. She's only the best fortune teller a fella could ever hope to meet. And between her and her dazzling dancer of a sister, they're quite the pair of celebrities, you know.
Oh, Dornico, you will give your friends the wrong idea. It is Maya who is the celebrity, not
It's
I.
Mina, right? You're looking for your sister, you say. Well, we've got some important business with the Queen. I bet if anyone knows where your sister is, it'll be her. So why not...
So why not let us out and we'll go and see her? Please.
I doubt that a queen will know anything of my vogue of a sister's whereabouts, but it can't hurt. And the cards were clear. They said I would find new friends, and that I should help them to help me. Well, shall we go?
Looks like nobody's home.
I don't understand. They were supposed to be right here, weren't they? That's what you said, isn't it, Mina?
Yes. The cards are certainly telling me so, but...
Get back!
What the heck?
You move very prettily, my prince.
Your Majesty.
saying that's her.
How impatient of you. Don't you know not to disturb a lady in her chambers? I had hoped to keep you under lock and key until I was quite ready for you.
Your hopes are no concern, Mother. You will tell us of what crime we stand accused.
You think I don't know about your little scheme? You Junisian double dealers, plotting with your tiresome Harben friends, forging an alliance in the hope of reducing my beloved realm to ruins.
You're not serious.
Your Highness, there must be some kind of...
Honeyed words will not save you now. You may have stolen into my kingdom in the hope of taking my head, but I am not fool enough to offer it willingly. In you seek, freshly escaped from the dungeons, and expect me to believe you wish me well? You will pay, every one of you, with your lives!
Look out! Behind us! Nina, you really should be nicer to your sister.
I could say the same to you.
Dragging this out will be nothing but boring for all of us. So just this once, I'm gonna let you win, dear sis.
Ha! Why does it not surprise me that a loyalty bought with baubles should prove worthless?
Ever so sorry, Your Majesty. I'm not usually one to turn down presents, as I'm sure you know. But our father always did so hate to see us fight.
So you too are part of this filthy little conspiracy. Not that I care. If there is one more of you, all the more fuel for the fire. Stop! In the name of the High King! I beg you, do not let anger blind you to reason. Your Majesty, I am Desdemona, sworn Knight of Accordia. My companions and I came to your realm on the orders of the High King. Desdemona. Yes, I have seen you sniffing at His Radiance's heels. So you are the famous lapdog. What a pleasure. Please, Your Majesty. Our intentions in coming here are pure. We mean neither to invade your kingdom nor to take your head. You must believe me. The King of Tunisia has been murdered. A sinister figure plots to incite the Seven Realms to war. We seek only to unmask them. The King of Tunisia? Murdered, you say? Well, that changes things. Tell me, this sinister figure whom you seek to unmask, could it be that you suspected me, perhaps?
Do not bother to deny it, my lady. You proved your guilt when you flung us in your dungeon. And your snow-white face cannot hide the blackness of your heart.
Yeah, he's right. If you weren't the one behind all this, why did you lock us all up like that? And why were your guards all over us the moment
you two hold on for just 1 second. If you shut up, maybe the Queen will explain.
You want to know why I had you arrested? It was not for the reasons you seem to think. If you must know, the invasion, Tunisia's attack on Harbour, came as no surprise. I had known about it for days.
Huh? Do you mean that you can see into the future or something?
Not I, but a visitor from the Beastlands. He came seeking an audience. He foretold the attack. Some few days hence, the Tunisians will launch a surprise attack on Harbour. And then, soon after, a peace will be brokered. Needless to say, I dismissed his words as the lies of a fear-mongering charlatan at first. But then, reports began to reach us. Reports of just what he had predicted coming to pass. He left us with the dubious gift of one final prophecy. That Tunisia and Harbour, having made peace, would together seek the destruction of Ingenia.
That's ridiculous!
Now I see. When you heard that the Prince of Tunisia was here, and with a band of warriors in tow, you thought he'd come to take your head, right? Which is why you had us arrested.
Forgive me. If what you have told me is indeed the truth, it would seem that I have allowed myself to be led down a questionable path.
But then, who was this visitor from the Beastlands? And how could he possibly have known what was going to happen between Tunisia and Harbour?
What proof have we that anything Her Honoured Majesty has said is true? Forgive me, but I cannot accept her innocence just yet.
I might say the same to you, my sweet. Very well. We will leave for Accordia right away. The High King will judge the truth of both our tales. But should it prove that neither of us is guilty of deception, I fear for the fate of the Seven Realms. Dark days may lie ahead for each and every one of us. We will go before his radiance. His judgment must be sought without delay.
Interesting. If I understand correctly then, a seer clad in black appeared in your realm having journeyed from the Beastlands to deliver a warning. He told you that Tunisia would wage a brief war against Harbour, only for the two realms to then join forces and turn their combined armies against Ingenia. I had heard rumors of some manner of black-robed seer roaming the Seven Realms. I'd rather fancy there might be some truth to your tale.
I had my doubts, of course. At first I thought his prophecy too fanciful to be true. But then everything came to pass, exactly as he had predicted. And so, I ordered my guards to be on the lookout for foreign invaders.
I see.
But hang on, this man in black, whoever he is, how could he have known for sure that Harbour and Tunisia would suddenly start fighting?
He couldn't. But what if, instead of foreseeing the war, which seems impossible, he orchestrated it? Perhaps he didn't predict the future at all. Perhaps he encouraged it to happen.
We cannot know for certain if this is the case. But I think it's safe to surmise that this war was indeed his doing. As for Ingenia's embroilment in the hostilities, I dare say the same is also true.
But why would anyone do that?
I don't know. Or care. All that matters to me is that this so-called prophet may know who killed my father. Perhaps he even did it himself.
Prince Cesar, I would ask you not to jump to conclusions. After all, there are still many things that we do not know.
For the time being, Your Radiance, would you not agree that finding this man in black must be our first priority?
Indeed. Lady Desdemona, pray take your young companions and journey to the Beastlands. We must visit all three realms, Alakazam, Cadaver, and Claw, and speak with their respective monarchs. Perhaps they will know something of this seer.
Sire.
Forgive me, Your Radiance! Lady Desdemona!
What is it? Has something happened?
Yes, milady. We have just received an urgent report. The armies of Alakazam have invaded the realms of Cadaver and Claw.
What?
They've taken over the whole of the Beastlands.
What's going on?
Goddess, what on earth is happening to our world?
Here they come.
There's a whole heap of them, and a whole heap of us, which means we're in for a whole heap of trouble.
Your Radiance?
Honored King of Alakazam, Why do you seek to make war between us? To break the peace of 1,000 years. To bring that direst of prophecies closer to fruition. What is the meaning of this? As supreme sovereign of the 7 realms, I command you, call off your forces this instant and return to your homeland.
Fire!
Your Radiance!
It would seem that His Majesty's mind is made up.
If those creatures make it through this pass, Ingenia will be overrun. Whatever it takes, we must drive them back whence they came. Soldiers of Ingenia, prepare yourselves for battle!
Looks like this is it.
Are we really going to do this? Start another great war and tear our world apart?
Calm yourselves. We do not fight to tear the world apart. We fight to keep it together, for one and all.
Absolutely. If you think about it like that, beating up your own allies will be easy peasy.
Oh! Come on, everyone. Let's send those monsters packing.
Aye, comrades! To arms!
All right, let's hit them so hard they never make war again.
Well, that's just charming. Do you ever think before you speak?
Huh?
That said, it's not the worst plan in the world.
Ha! That's what I like to hear.
For the honor of Tunisia!
All right, let's go!
Okay. That's the Al-Khazami standard. The king's
Above you! Stand aside! Well, if it isn't the King of Cool.
Watch out! You've got company!
What are the kings of Cadaver and Claw doing here? Al-Khazam seizes their realms and they decide to fight for them?
Bending the knee to their oppressors. The shame of it. And they have the gall to call themselves kings.
Kill humans! Long live Al-Khazam!
Kill humans! Long live Alakazam!
There is something very wrong here. Their minds are not their own.
Sure. And by the looks of them, they'll not be snapping out of it any time soon.
Then we'll just have to snap them out of it ourselves. Let's go!
The upper hand is ours! Onwards to victory!
All right, let's finish this.
Finally, the King of Al-Khazam himself.
Defeat him and victory will be ours. It's time to bring this battle to an...
Is that...
A Nightmare? But it's so big.
Hold fast.
Hold on! We can't be expected to fight a monster like that! Why can't he pick on someone his own size?
Looks like we got no choice. We go big or we go home.
than a few miles from the Ingenian border. If that monster makes it through this pass, Ingenia won't stand a chance.
I will not look on while my realm is destroyed! I'm giving it everything I've got here, but it's walking through my attacks like they aren't there!
What are we supposed to do? That thing's unstoppable. There's no way we're going to push it back.
Come now. There is hope yet. There may still be a way. I would have you journey to Mount Everest without delay. At the top of that sacred peak sleeps a legendary weapon. The very weapon that once tipped the balance in the War of Kings.
A legendary weapon, you say?
One that knows no equal. Powerful enough to stop even a creature of this size.
Your Majesty! It'll be here any second now!
We don't have time to go mountain climbing, however good this weapon is.
Ah, but you will.
Huh?
I will see to that, my friend.
What is he talking about? How will he... Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Your Majesty, don't do this!
My dear Prince Cesar, in time you will learn that a king's most sacred duty is to protect his people. That is precisely what I mean to do.
Surely he doesn't mean to...
Don't do it!
Back! All of you! You have your orders. Do not let my efforts be in vain. Make haste to Mount Everest and bring back that weapon. The future of our peoples, our nations, perhaps even our world is in your hands. I'm counting on you.
You could have told me to pack my fur coat. Are we nearly there yet? How much further till we reach the top?
It shouldn't be too far now. I'd say we made it at least halfway.
Halfway? You mean we still have half a mountain to climb? If one of you is trying to scare me with those silly noises, it's not working.
Sounds like it's coming from under the snow.
Hey, you don't think it might be...
Monsters!
Well, well, quite the welcoming committee.
There's so many. But we've got to get past them.
Look out below! Magic burst! Run along now, and don't come back. Look out!
Well, that was an arrow escape.
Thanks, Angelo. I owe you one.
Come now, I merely did what any man would do. When a gentleman knights is a damsel in distress, he cannot help but...
Anyway, is everyone all right? You're not hurt, are you?
Oh, no. We're fine. Thanks to you. You saved our bacon. Thank you so much.
It wouldn't have done to climb halfway up Everest, only to end up in the belly of a beast. We're in your debt.
Think nothing of it. It's my pleasure to serve such lovely ladies.
So, this mountain is called Neverest, is it? It is, yes. Why? Haven't you heard of it? Can't say I have.
A thought occurs. Could it be that somewhere in the course of our travels we become stranded together in a strange new land? Sounds rather romantic, wouldn't you say?
So you're the same as ourselves then? We're all of us unwitting visitors from other worlds.
We are.
Other worlds, you say?
Well, anyway, we're on our way to the top of the mountain and we're in a bit of a hurry. What about you two? Got any plans? If you had a loose end, you're welcome to tag along with us.
Yes, come with us. It's easy to get lost on this mountain, even for those who know it well. We can't just leave you here.
Agreed.
Well, Jessica, I leave it up to you. Would you rather accompany our friends here on their journey or spend some time
Of
alone?
course, we'd love to come with you. Thanks for asking.
Hey,
I understand. You don't trust yourself to be alone with me.
Yes, keep telling yourself that. Right then, everyone. Where to next? Right, so this is the summit.
So it would seem. But I don't see any ultimate weapons lying around, do you?
Look, over there. There's a really weird whiff coming from over there. I've never smelled anything like it.
Whoa! 'Tis the smell of a legendary weapon, so
Hooray,
it
let's
is!
get
Come on!
moving.
Come on! Come on! Come on! Hey, watch it,
That will be the doorman, if I'm not very much mistaken.
Well, assuming we're not on the guest list, we'll just have to convince him to let us in.
You really don't have time for this. We've got no choice. We'll have to fight him.
all right. Let's polish him off double quick and bag ourselves that legendary weapon.
I fear.
You're
Better late than never.
You have the weapon of legend in your possession? Then we have not a moment to lose. You must use it without delay.
Sire.
Here we go.
Right.
The bigger they come, the harder they fall. All right, time to finish this.
And with me on your side, the rest will be easy peasy. This war is as good as won.
Yeah. You might want to rethink that.
Whoa.
Look who it is.
Wonderful. Only a few thousand of them.
We knock one monster down and 100 more spring up in its place. Honestly, when will this war ever end?
When we end it. Come. Let's show them why they should surrender.
I am unscathed. But Tsarevna! Where is Tsarevna? Come off!
Be gone with you!
Tsarevna! You are unharmed, I hope.
I am. Thank you, kiddo. If not for you, I would be thoroughly punctured.
Please, Tsarevna, to deflect your person from damage is only my duty. Though your warming words heat me to the very hub. Oh.
Kirill, now is not time for daydreams. There
Who do you think those two are? Are they on our side, or...?
Sure they are! That's Alina and Kirill, so it is.
I do believe it is. Two of our oldest friends and allies.
Well, don't just stand there. We've got a reunion to go to.
Hey, wait!
You should join us. With Alina and Kirill by our sides, we are sure to be unstoppable.
All right! Time to get out there and win this war!
Huzzah! We march to victory!
Yeah!
Men, prepare for battle. It is time to bring an end to this war once and for all!
Where am I? And what am I doing?
Your Majesty?
Your Majesty, are you back with us?
What is the meaning of this?
Honored King of Al-Khazan, welcome back. We had all but given you up for lost.
Your radiance.
You conquered Claw and Cadaver and secured their allegiance by force. You mustered all the armies of the Beastlands and marched them through the Great Divide to bring your reign of terror to Ingenia. You started a second war of kings, which threatened to rend this peaceful world asunder.
I did these things?
Much blood has been spilt in your name, and many lives lost, the King of Harbors among them.
What?
Now, Your Majesty, you must tell me the truth. What drove you to this madness?
The sword. The moment I took it in my hand, my heart was filled with hatred, and I was overcome by a thirst for destruction. And the next thing I remember is being here.
You blame the sword?
Oh, Journey, Mac. There's no doubt about it. 'Tis the Sword of Discord, so it is.
What? The Sword of Discord?
Donico, you know something of this weapon?
Do I know something of it, yes? There ain't a weapon in this world or any other Tornacoutaloon don't know anything or do about. 'Tis an accursed old blade, so it is. To make you strong as anything right enough, but you'll think of nothing but death and destruction till you get shot of it. Or so the legends say. And sure enough, it seems the legends aren't far wrong.
The sword was a gift. A seer visited my country and presented it to me as tribute.
A seer? You don't think... Could it be the same person who told the Queen of Ingenia what would happen?
Yes. I'd say that's a very real possibility. Your Majesty, who was this seer? Do you remember anything else about him?
Forgive me, but I have told you all I can. Beyond this, I know only that I have done an unforgivable wrong, and that I must answer for my crimes. Because of me, the King of Harbor is dead along with I know not how many others. By the laws of Al-Khazan, there can be but one punishment.
Not for you! You think death will absolve you? You will not escape so easily. No, you will live on. You will bear the weight of your responsibility. Just as I did when my life was spared.
Your Majesty, from this day forth, you will devote yourself wholly to preserving the peace of the Seven Realms. This will be your lifelong responsibility and your atonement. Hear me! This war ends here and now. Let us take this moment to swear that we will never again raise arms against each other. And let these divided realms be joined together in everlasting peace.
Yeah? Let's go!
Carver. Never heard of the guy.
What do you behold?
Behold the shiners! It's on top.
What doesn't kill us makes us stronger.
Oh, that smells amazing. Thanks a lot. I'll be back. Nice of His Radiance to arrange this party for everyone. Hey.
Thank you. It hardly seems real, does it? One minute we're all fighting, and next we're all friends again.
Yeah, it's weird. Peace at last. Just like that, eh? The King of Harbour would... He'd have loved to see it.
He would.
Come on, you two! Less talking, more dancing! We must all to celebrate our great victory! Come! Let us gyrate together!
All right! Turn that frown upside down. First one to bed's a rotten egg.
Hold on. We've got a big day tomorrow. We don't want to overdo it.
There's dancing to be done.
Okay.
And maybe just one more bite.
Hey there. You need to wake up.
That dancing really takes it out of you.
But I'm too tired to train.
Huh?
Leave no stone unturned. Yes, sir. Round up every soldier in the city and order them to...
What's going on?
Every monster in our army has disappeared.
Huh?
They were present when the celebrations began, but...
It's not just the Tunisian army. The monsters of all 7 realms vanished overnight, and no one seems to know where they've gone.
News from the homeland, sire.
You're bleeding. Who did this to you? Tell me exactly what happened.
My liege, an enormous army of monsters made a surprise attack on Tunisia. The company guarding the pyramid fought bravely, but the odds were too great. The capital has fallen.
No. By the goddess.
Harbour! Harbour has fallen! The city has been overrun by monsters!
I have received similar tidings from Ingenia. My people could not hold back the horde.
Lady Desdemona! Grave news from the Beastlands! The monsters of all 3 nations have risen up as one to overthrow their masters! The capitals of Claw, Cadaver, and Alakazam are now wholly under rebel control!
These are grave tidings indeed.
Just wait till I get my claws into them.
It beggars belief. How could they have risen up so swiftly?
What the heck's going on here?
Silence, all of you!
Your Radiance?
The time has come to make this fractured world whole once more. And we, the twins of prophecy, shall rule over all.
You'll think I'm mad for saying this, but we weren't brought here to celebrate. The High King brought us here to die.
What?
We have to get out of here, right now!
This is the last place we've got to check, right?
Coastline is clear. No single monster can be witnessed.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. All right, Accordion's ours. Mission compromised.
Well, would you look at that? The monster saved the best for last. What do you say? Shall we make this fat lady sing?
If that thing starts throwing its weight around, Accordia won't last 5 minutes.
We won't let that happen.
All right. Let's show this thing who it's dealing with.
Whoo-wee, looks like we finally got the job boxed off, so...
People of Accordia, we have driven out the darkness and taken back the city!
So then, you two. Do you still have your doubts? Still question our decision to fight? Whether we are right to go against the word of the prophecy? Or could it be that you have your answer now?
Yeah.
We have to fight. People are counting on us.
Settle down, everyone. I know we have a lot to cheer about, but this isn't over yet.
She's right about this not being over. There's one thing left to do.
Make that 2. And they're waiting for us at the top of that tower.
Pardon the intrusion.
My dear Desdemona. What a surprise to see you. By my reckoning, you and your companions should be long dead.
Huh! You obviously don't know who you're dealing with. And you'll find my friends here are no pushovers either.
That's right, Pops. You made a big mistake when you messed with us.
Oh? Then I shall be certain to correct my error. I do so detest loose ends.
Your Radiance! You're the supreme sovereign of the 7 realms, the one who's supposed to keep the peace in our world. So why? Why would you do this?
Why, you ask? To keep the very peace you hold so dear, of course.
What, by invading Tunisia? You send monsters to kill my people, and you call that keeping the peace?
Allow us to explain, my young friend. In order to rid the world of war, one must eliminate the source of conflict. Which is to say, of course, the species known as humankind.
Huh? Nonsense! Humans don't cause conflict. Ever since the War of Kings, we've heeded the word of the prophecy and kept the peace for 1,000 years. How can you possibly say that we're to blame?
Behold!
Could this be your fabled Cup of Kings?
It is brimming with evil.
The cup overfloweth with man's doubt for his fellow man, with his hatred, with his violence, yea, his every negative urge. It is wholly corrupted by darkness. This once hallowed chalice now spills over with spite and despair. Proof, if any were needed, of humanity's irredeemable depravity. You were warned. You heard the prophecy and rushed headlong into war regardless. In doing so, you revealed your true nature and proved yourselves beyond salvation.
That is why, as the chosen twins of prophecy, we came to our decision to purge this land of its human blight and create a new world free of conflict.
Madness. Do you honestly expect us to accept this?
You believe because you are twinned, this makes you doubly correct? Foolish men, you are quadruply false!
All has come to pass just as the prophecy foretold. The earth has been bathed in blood, and we have duly taken our place as the world's true rulers. Our reign is preordained. Our will shall not be disobeyed. We hereby decree that humankind in its entirety must be exterminated once and for all.
Look, I think they're absorbing the darkness from the Cup of Kings.
Guess these guys mean business. Luckily, we mean business too.
Whatever the prophecy says is going to happen, I don't care. It doesn't mean we can't fight it.
We're going to beat you and save our world. You can stick your prophecy where the sun don't shine.
If you wish to fight destiny itself, you are welcome to try. We shall be more than happy to seal your fate.
Holy smoke! I think he snuffed it.
To deprive the life of one's own blood and flesh, it is too much shameful.
My own flesh and blood? My only brother died a long time ago. Over 1,000 years, in fact.
1,000 years? What nonsense is this?
It can't be.
You lucky devils. It is rare indeed that I reveal my true face to mere humans. Few of your kind have ever done enough to earn the privilege. My name is Fractos. From this day forth, you may consider me the supreme sovereign of this world.
Fractos?
Wait, isn't he the one who started the war 1,000 years ago? Surely not.
What the heck's going on here? Why were you pretending to be the High King's twin brother?
Since I'm in such a good mood, I will grant you the explanation you so fervently desire. I borrowed this old fool's form with one thing in mind. To corrupt the purpose of your precious prophecy.
To what end?
By posing as your pathetic ruler's twin brother, I gained access to the highest office in the Seven Realms. Thus did I corrupt the Cup of Kings and convince him to destroy his own people.
Are you saying this is all you're doing?
Precisely. And it was all so easy. In his heart of hearts, your High King was an unusually fatalistic creature. I had but to coax out his true nature. He was a very willing pawn in my game, but one which has served its purpose. The Seven Realms have been plunged into chaos, and the Cup of Kings overflows with the darkness of men's hearts. All is as it was 1,000 years ago. I have only to use the power of the Cup of Kings to awaken my true strength, and I shall become a being more terrible than the very gods themselves!
Not if I have anything to do with it! Ah!
It would seem that you and I are related, my dear. I would have hoped for a little more respect from my own blood.
Why would I ever respect you? You're a stain on my family's name, one that I'm going to erase. All of my training has been for this one purpose. And now, you will die!
Can it really be true? Has 1,000 years of monotony turned those of my bloodline into mewling moralists? Consider yourself disowned.
Desdemona!
You'll pay for that!
Oh, my dear little prince. When you grit your teeth like that, you look just like your father. What? Allow me to confess. It was I who gave the sword of discord to the king of Alcazar. It was I who told the prophecy to the queen of Ingenia. And yes, it was I who slipped into your father's chamber and thrust a knife in his back.
Scissor!
Lest there be any lingering doubt, my dear humans, you are powerless to stop me. You see, now that the Cup of Kings lies in my grasp, my might knows no equal in this world or the next. Well, I have greatly enjoyed our little talk, but it is time you accepted your fate. Behold darkness and despair.
There has to be another way.
I only wish there were. But you know what would happen if anyone learned the truth? Even if we kept them locked away, he'd be sure to find them sooner or later. I know it's hard, but we have to split them up.
All right. If you promise me it will keep them safe.
Don't worry. When the time comes...
I'm back. But where's everyone else? Wow. Huh? Desdemona! Oh, thank goodness, you're okay. Hey! What was that for? Stay back. I'm warning you. Why are you doing this? I don't want to fight with any of you. I've only ever fought to protect the people I care about. Huh?
I know it's hard, but we have to split them up.
All right. If you promise me it will keep them safe.
Don't worry. When the time comes, they'll remember who they are.
So then, it seems like we're not cousins.
We're twins!
Hear me, children.
Your time has come. Arise and embrace your true power.
Wake up! Please! Wake up! They're awake! Look! Their eyes are open and everything! Praises be, you are not expired!
Though we shook and shouted you, you did not arouse. We have been most perturbed.
We're back.
I thought I'd never see you again!
Don't cry, Helix. We're not going anywhere.
So, what exactly happened to us back there? Fractos hit us with the lightning, and then...
Sorry, lad, but that's as much as any of us remembers. Woke up down here with no pinnacle of peace left up there.
Guess someone was looking out for us, huh? Got us out of there before the whole place came crumbling down. Don't know who, though. Your guess is as good as mine.
But there's one thing we do remember, right? Everyone?
The truth is, while we were unconscious, it seems we all had the same dream.
A dream?
It was about you. We dreamt that you were twins. Twins descended from High King Unos himself.
This is no ordinary wind.
What is wrong with the weather in this world? First we get struck by lightning, and now we're caught in a hurricane! Whoa!
Look!
Huh?
Where is he?
It seems Fractos is otherwise engaged. No matter. I'm sure he won't mind if we wait.
Huh. Hiding from us, is he? Come out, wherever you are!
My congratulations, humans. How marvelous it must feel to such lowly creatures to bask in my divine presence once more.
Fractos.
I confess, when I unleashed the Dreadbot and struck down that eyesore of a tower, I rather thought I had seen the last of you. I do not know whether to be impressed by your tenacity, or amused that you should imagine yourselves worthy to face me, despite all evidence to the contrary.
Well, you won't be amused for long, I can promise you that!
Yeah! Should have finished us when you had the chance!
Yapping dogs! Rats. I have seen it all before. You bark, you snap, you bare your teeth and growl. And yet... when faced with the power of the Master, you will beg like the pets you are. But you will find no mercy here. The flames of hell await you. Now come to me and burn. Oh, my poor little darlings. Did you think you had beaten the big bad monster? Ever so sorry, but you must try harder. We've barely even started, and you've barely made a scratch. The time has come for you to learn the true meaning of power. Now, cower for me like good little pets. Well now, this is a surprise. Unos, old boy, I have found your elusive offspring at last. So, I have merely to pluck off their heads and my revenge against you will be complete. And then, at long last, I alone will be supreme sovereign of this world, and all the 7 realms shall answer to me! The time has come. 1,000 years ago, almost to the hour, I took on this monstrous form and settled down to wait. To await the day that I will meet you, children of Unos, and tear you limb from limb!
You've got to be joking! Didn't he look creepy enough already?
That's just hideous. Can we really fight something like that?
We haven't got any choice. It's the only way we're gonna save our world.
Don't worry. It won't be just the 2 of you. The fate of this world rests on all our shoulders. We're right behind you. And we will win. Whatever it takes.
Since you've been waiting for 1,000 years, I'd say it's time we finish this. For the 7 realms, to the end!
I will give you that. That it will do you no good. It is not within your power to... What is happening to me? I have transcended my mortal form. And yet... How can this be? My body! My body! My beautiful body!
It is concluded?
Desdemona!
Your arm! Are you okay?
The mark. It's gone.
Fractos is no more, and the brand with which his kin were cursed has passed along with him. Children of Unos, you have my thanks, along with those of your noble forefather, whose greatest wish has at last been fulfilled. That which he strove to achieve 1,000 years ago is now done.
That voice. It's the one we heard in our dream.
Go now, twins of destiny. Take the cup of kings and make this riven realm whole once more, just as the ancient prophecy foretold.
Quickly, everyone. I don't think this castle's going to last much longer. We should head for solid ground.
Disappearing.
It's gone.
That's it. It's all over.
No, not quite. We have an announcement to make. The prophecy is fulfilled, and the sovereign twins are found.
Huh? Can we talk about this? Even if we are the twins from the prophecy, you can't just stick crowns on our heads.
You do realize we're still at school, don't you? I mean, we don't know the first thing about how to rule.
It was you who defeated Fractos. You who saved this world. I know of none more qualified than you to rule over it.
Don't worry, you're going to be just fine. And even if you do make a mess of it, we'll always be around to pick up the pieces.
Me too! I live to serve your radiances!
I don't know.
Where are the others? I can't see them anywhere.
Oh, yeah. Where have they run off to all of a sudden?
That's odd. You were here a minute ago.
Huh? I'll go and find them!
And I'll help!
Where are you going?
There they are! Hey!
You had us worried. Hiding up here, were you?
Oh, 'tis yourselves. Seems you're caught us red-handed.
Are they? And there I was, hoping to make a mysterious exit. You're leaving? You mean you're going back to your own worlds?
Yes, an old friend's come to collect us.
Fractus is defeated, and now this world is at peace once again. Our role in this adventure is complete.
Wait, no! No. You can't go.
Why? You guys looking at me for a reason?
Now, come on, you don't need to be fretting about the likes of us.
Anyway, what have you got to frown about? The minute you beat Fractos, they made you the rulers of the whole wide world. Not that I'm complaining about it, of course. I'm glad you turned out to be the legendary twins.
I too correspond with this sentiment. With yourselves as rulers, the world assuredly is destined for excellence.
One day, it may even do rivals amongst them. You know, when I get home, I'm going to tell all my friends about you and the great adventure we had together. And that's why I want you to promise me that we'll all meet up again one day. Come back here, Private. A real soldier never cries. Don't you dare cry.
Now, lad. What did we say about trying to be big, strong boys and keeping from shedding a tear, huh?
Well, I suppose it's only natural to feel gloomy when the curtain falls.
After all we've done together, you can hardly blame everyone for feeling sad.
Well then, it seems our carriage awaits.
Time to go. I'm sorry we were going to leave without saying goodbye. It's just, after everything we've been through together, we thought it would be too sad. Anyway, thank you. You've made us feel very welcome.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Please do not impel me to jump!
Bye, boy! Oh, come back and play soon! I promise!
Come back and visit! See you soon!
Bye! Have a safe trip! Rulers of the think we can do it. Hey! Are you okay?
Right, time to get ruling! We'll be the best kings ever! We give it everything we got and rule this country's pants off!
Come on! It's a big decision. You can't just go jumping in willy-nilly like you usually do. You've got to think seriously.
I'm serious. Everyone's dreaming of the day the prophecy's fulfilled and peace returns for good. And only we can make those dreams come true.
You're right. It looks like you might have a brain after all. We'll just have to do our best, for the sake of our world, and everyone in it, to make all our dreams come true.
Yeah,